Hey BoLS fans, AdamHarry back again with another BoLS unboxing. Today we're looking at the Descendants of Isha, which is the Conquest 40k, Warhammer 40k LCG pack, war pack. This is the cards 111 through 134 of the Warlord cycle. Again, how the LCGs work, the same cards in each pack that you buy, so there's no random chance. You know exactly what you're getting when you're getting these packs. So that's what the great part about these unboxings is. You'll get to see the cards and kind of get a quick rundown of how they work within the card packs. And so yeah, with that said, still got the plastic thing on here. So let's open up this box and take a look. I know this one should be out in stores if it's not already. We picked these up at Gen Con, so there you go. That said, let's jump on in. Alright, I am liking these new clan pack designs from FFG. They're a lot easier to open. They have a little tape tab that kind of keeps them separate, so you no longer have to cut those open and risk slicing your hand open with sharp plastic. This part, if you've seen the previous couple of unboxings I've done, just slide some scissors up in there and slice that open and kind of fiddle with it to get the rest of the cards here. It is a ton of cards in the pack, so which is pretty nice. And again, these cards, there will be cards for each and every faction. So don't feel like just because I don't play Dark Eldar or Eldar that this box is not going to be for me. This is actually going to work for all the different factions. Or Space Marines, Orcs, Ash Militarum, all those good guys. The only ones that aren't included, Necrons and the Tyranids, because they have their own expansions coming soon. So, which we already did the Tyranid one. So, anyway, let's take a look. We start with, looks like, 2 different warlords in this pack. So, I'll start here. We have the Eldar warlord. What's his name? Baharath. So that's the Phoenix Lord. That's the guy with the wings. Ah, crap! I'm gonna forget the name of the unit now. Because everybody laughs when you take them until they get haywire grenades in your face. So you got him. He's pretty cool. He's a 2/6, so he does 2 damage on the attack and has 6 hit points back. And his warlord starting resources and cards and stuff like that. So he's pretty cool. And then when he gets bloodied, when he takes his 6 points, he flips over. He's a 1/5. So his ability is called mobile. So that's a keyword. So we'll take a look. It's going to be some trigger stuff. The other guy here is Urian, and he is a Homunculus with for the Dark Eldar. And again, he is a Warlord Scholar, but probably not a gentleman. Let's see here. The cost for you to play each torture event is reduced by 1. So that's pretty cool because the Dark Eldar have a lot of torture events. The cost for you to play each non-torture event is increased by 1. So he is all about the torture, and if you don't want to torture stuff, you probably don't want to play him. He is a 2/6 as well, slightly higher 8/7 down here, and then when he gets bloody, he becomes a 1/6. So, alright, put those up here. And let's take a look here. Swooping Hawks! I knew he was going to hit me later. So we're going to, apparently the Eldar are up first, so we'll take a deep dive through these cards. We have Baharath's Hawks, which are his elite units. You get 4 of those. His bodyguard unit. So let's see, 0/2, and they're mobile. So for 3, okay, that's interesting. This unit gets +3 attack while it is at a planet with your warlord. We've seen in other expansions with a warlord. This is specific to your warlord. So that's pretty cool. And let's see here. We've got Banner of the Ashen Sky to upgrade. Reaction. Let me zoom in a little so you guys can see a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. Reaction: after this unit moves from one planet to another, exhaust the support to give that unit a +2 attack for its next attack phase. Okay, cool. So you upgrade. You can see where this is going. I believe the mobile lets you move from planet to planet. After you've been deployed, you don't have to go straight back HQ. I'm not entirely on that, 100% on that, but I'll double check here when I'm finished with going through these cards. That's pretty cool because it is an upgrade. So you just exhaust it, you tap it, and you could stick it on Baharath's Hawks there as they're flying around to get +2 attack. And then we've got the Shining Blade. It's a relic. It's a piece of war gear. Well, 1 relic per player attached to a mobile unit. Again, all of those guys are mobile. An interrupt. When attached unit declares an attack, declare the attack against an enemy unit in the adjacent planet instead. Oh, so you've got 2 planets side by side. You can actually attack the other guys on a different planet. Why? Because you have the Shining Blade, and it pierces reality, and apparently lets you attack from different planets. So watch out for that. If you're in the shower, could shank you. Last 2 cards here for the Eldar. We have Cry of the Wind, which is 0 event. See, it's a tactic reaction. After a unit moves from one planet to another, move that unit to an adjacent planet. That's interesting. So again, the Swooping Hawk's going to fly in on one planet. You can move them and then move them back, or you can do a lot of wonky moving around. Next up, looks like we have the Dark Eldar. So we've got Twisted Racks. These, let's see. Okay, so these are 2 cost 3/3s, which is pretty good. They are a creature abomination. So these racks, action, discard a torture card from your hand to ready this unit. So again, readying is once they are spent or tapped, or yeah, just tapped. You can discard a torture card to ready them so they can attack again or defend or whatever you want to do there, which is pretty nice. That's actually a really, as far as discounts go, 2 for a 3/3 is really good. And that ability is pretty saucy as well. So here's the bodyguard, or sorry, this is an event card. It doesn't look like Urian has a bodyguard unit, other than the racks, I guess. But Rakarth's Experimentations. So Experimentations, let's see, Tactic Torture. So again, torture cards. It would be free with Urian because it's a torture event reduced by 1. So action, name a card type, unit support attachment event. Your opponent must either discard 1 card of that type from his or her hand or deal 1 damage to his warlord. Ouch! So it's kind of a evil version of Go Fish. He can make him discard some card. Dark Eldar have a lot of discard effects or deck hand manipulation effects, so it's pretty cool. Ichor Gauntlet, we have attached to your warlord. Reaction, after you play a torture event card, exhaust attached warlord to copy its effects. You may choose new targets. Ouch! So, wow, you can play that experimentation card for free. Then you can copy it by exhausting your warlord. He could probably be at the HQ to do that as well, so pretty cool. Urian's Obelette. Location, your opponent plays with the top card of his deck revealed. Again, Dark Eldar have a lot of abilities to manipulate decks and stuff like that, so that's pretty cool. Your opponent plays with that. Exhaust this support to discard the top card of each player's deck, or have one player draw a card. Or have each player draw 1 card. Interesting, interesting. So if you know you want to get rid of a card, you can see the combo there where you're like, I'm going to see your top card, I'm going to make you draw your top card, and then I'm going to name that card, and you're either going to take a point of damage to your warlord, or you're going to have to or discard that card. So pretty cool. Next up, we have the Space Marines, and we just grab all these cards. Let's see what we've got here. Space Wolves Predator. It's a vehicle. No war gear attachment. We see that all the time on the vehicles. It's a 7 for a 5/5, which is not bad. It's got the 3 of the hammer icons, so that's good. Let's see. Reaction. After you deploy this unit, your opponent cannot commit his warlord to this planet this round unless it is the only planet in play. Oh, so that's pretty cool. It's one of those, like, if I put this down first, you can't play your warlord here. However, Baharath can fly over and get you there. So, what else do we got for the Space Marine? This is a Space Wolf vehicle, by the way, so if you want to keep up with the Howl of the Black Mane expansion and expand your Space Wolf forces, you can do that. We've got Power Space Wolves. This is an event card for 0 and a Primal Howl. Let's see, reaction. After your warlord commits to a planet with an enemy warlord, draw 3 cards. Max 1 per round. Interesting. So you can only play this once per round, but you can draw 3 cards, which is pretty cool. Again, the Black Mane guys do a lot of basically warlord assassination type stuff. If you lose your warlord, you lose the game. Where he'll go track down a warlord. A bunch of guys will come with him because they're like a big war party. So you can see where that kind of train of thought's going. And then we have Hallow Librarium. It's a location for 2. Exhaust action. Exhaust the support to have a target unit at a planet without an enemy warlord get -2 attack until the end of the phase. So if you've got you got some guys off by themselves, you're going to tap them to basically debuff them for 2 attack, and then your guys can go punch them in the face for more damage and not get hurt back, which is always nice. We've got the orcs up next. What do we got here? We have a big shoot of battle wagon. It's a 6-point card for 4/4, which is not too bad. It's a little steep, but again, we see what the Predator did. So this is another vehicle, no attachments, obviously. Interrupt. This vehicle unit, when this unit is destroyed, put 4 Snotlings tokens into play at this planet. We saw it with Zogwart's Revenge, or Zogwart's Curse, excuse me. With that expansion, you play off a lot of Snotling tokens and do some tricksy stuff with that. We have Made to Fight, which is an orc card event for 2. Interrupt. It's a power when an enemy unit control leaves play from a planet with your warlord. Deal damage equal to that army's unit's printed attack value to a Deal damage equal to that the army unit's printed attack value to a target non-warlord unit at the same place. Woo! Okay, so basically, if they're on a planet with your warlord and they leave, you deal their attack damage to a to a target non-warlord unit at the same planet. Sorry about that. Dyslexia is kicking in hardcore in this one. This is a lot of text, and the negative is throwing me off. So basically, what's going down? If I have, let's just say, let me grab a unit here. If I have the Space Elves Predator and it's on a planet, and I play this card, if this one leaves the card and my warlord is there, then I can deal 5 points of damage to a non-warlord unit at the same place. Meaning I can deal 5 points of damage to, say if they had 2 predators, I can make that predator shoot the other one when it leaves. So that's actually really powerful because you can do some serious damage output. Alright, enough of that one. Squigify, which is an event for 3. That was also an event card for 2. Alright. Power, combat action. Target a non-vehicle army unit. Okay. Until the end of phase, set that unit's attack value to 1. Its printed text box is treated as blank, except for traits, and it gains a squig trait. Interesting. Turn a guardsman into a squig. And so basically, if you totally nail a space marine, something like that, turn them into a squig, they lose all their attack power, they go to 1. So that's pretty cool. And it lasts, let's see, till the end of the phase. So nice little debuff card there. All right, moving along. This one's getting kind of long. So let's check out Chaos. We've got Ancient Keeper of Secrets. It's an army card for 7, pretty beefy, just like the Space Elves Predator. No rigor, it's a demon. Let's see, action, sacrifice a cultist unit to ready this unit. That's pretty nice. And you get 3 of those. Slaanesh Temptation, power Slaanesh for 2. It's an attachment. Put it on a planet. Increase the cost of each enemy unit being deployed at another planet by 1. Wow. Okay. Force reaction after a battle. At attached planet ends, sacrifices attachment. Okay, so basically it lasts for, you could do it for a round or whatever. Mess with people. Doom Siren. Wargear Slaanesh, attach to an army unit control, so it's a friendly thing. Reaction after attached unit uses its area effect ability. Deal damage equal to its area effect value to each enemy unit at each adjacent planet, then sacrifice the attached unit. Wow! So, if you've got an Chaos has quite a few AoE things too, but you could attach this to a unit. They're going to deal its area damage to each unit again with the AoE on the planet, and then they're going to do it to each adjacent planet. So you could really amplify, amp up the damage there. So it's pretty cool. We have the Astra Militarum IG guys. Let's see. We have a Shrieking Basilisk. It's a 6 cost for 3/5. It's ranged, so it shoots first. No wargear, obviously. Reaction after this unit damages an enemy unit, exhaust a target support card. Wow. Okay, so yeah, that's a great way to shut down your attached, or your support cards there. Plus, it's 3 damage, and basically the way ranged first is at the start of the battle phase or what have you. The ranged guys get to shoot first, so you're going to do 3 damage and not get hit back. So it's pretty cool. We have the Emperor's Warrant, which is a tactic. combat action, exhaust a target enemy unit at a planet without an enemy warlord, then deal damage equal to the unit's attack value to another target unit at that planet. Basically, you're going to make them hit themselves, which is pretty funny. To another unit. So if there's 2 units with on another planet, you can play the Emperor's Warrant on one, make him tap, and then make him do his damage to the other guy. So a little infighting action there. And last but not least, oh, we have a couple of other IG guys hidden out. That's kind of out of order, but okay. So no, this is a neutral card. Excuse me. It's the first time we've seen a neutral card in a while. So this is Inquisitor Caius Roth, and it's like Roth, like Wrath, Roth. He's a Psyker Inquisitor, 4 points. Army. Let's see. Reaction. After this unit enters play, each player must choose and discard down to 4 cards in his hand if able. Oh, that's pretty cool. So that could be useful for other things, but that is a neutral card, so you can have a limited number of neutral cards. So that's pretty cool. Can't make a pure neutral deck. Anyway, looking at the Tau, moving on here. We've got the Warrior Cadre here. It's 4 for a 4/3, not bad. This unit gains range while you control an ethereal unit at this planet. We've seen that before. There's a lot of type ethereal cards for the Tau, and we have 4 of the Tauba. Tactic Maneuver. It's a 2-cost event. Action: exhaust your warlord to ready each unit you control with 1 or more attachments. Okay, cool. There's also Tau. They like their war gear, so that can combo pretty well with some of the other things. So, but that's all the cards in the Descendants of Isha Conquest Warpack expansion. Hope you liked this review. I know it's ran a little long here, but thanks for bearing with my reading disability there. But anyway, AdamHarry from BoLS signing off. Have a good one.